I don't know how to start this video, but I just gonna have a little, like something I want to share. Because when I taking shower, I got this like idea, and then like it was just like you don't need to compare yourself to others, but also like especially when you're going through something, because um so like when you I don't know, I used to do this a lot, but I figured that like I shouldn't. But when I like going through something like some sort of painful situations or some sort of like hardship in your life than in my life. But I used to think that there's so many people who are in pain and suffering in a way that I can't even imagine how they feel, or like you know what I mean? Like there's so many people who are struggling, who are in pain, like way worse than me. So like you're nothing. You're not going through it enough. You're not like in pain. You're just like delusional. You're just being delusional. Like I used to think that like when I feel like or when I'm going through something like painful or hardship. But you don't need to compare yourself to anyone in the first place in any way. No need. But when it comes to like that, if you are the type of person who does that to yourself too, then stop it. You don't need to compare yourself to anyone. Because, you know, our vessels are different, our brains are different. Like, basic structure is the same, but, develop in a different way, and we have different family dynamic. Like, group environment you grew up in, we grew up in is different. And everything is different. What you are thinking constantly is different. Your capacity or durability for or to negative things is different. To some people, what I go through, what I went through is probably, or perhaps maybe it could be nothing to someone else out there, struggling so much, struggling like worse than me. But it doesn't really matter, because you are going through that, and you, with your brain, with your mind, with your body, and with your own like capability, you with your own ability, with your own like durability to stress and stuff like that. So it is okay to admit and accept that you are in pain and you are actually struggling. If you are a type of person who think like that, like I said, oh, I am not in pain enough, I am not in that much pain, or there's so many people struggling way worse than me, so I'm nothing. But like I said, no need to compare in the first place. And everything is different. So you don't need to compare, and you can't compare yourself to anyone, because there's no identical yourself. Never mind. Like, there's no you. Like, perfect perfect clone of you doesn't even exist in this on this planet. Excuse me. So if there was one, then you can compare yourself to that version of yourself. But you don't compare yourself to anyone. No need. But it's not to say it's like it's not like, you know, how can I say, I am not saying that to like let you or have you, or like, you know, oh, I am so much pain, so somebody help me, like, you know, victim mentality. No, not like that. But, you know, acknowledging or accepting that you are in pain, you are struggling, you are suffering. Like, you know, accepting that to yourself, I thought it is important. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. But no need to compare yourself to anyone. And you are doing the best you can do with the version of yourself right now. I know nowadays it's so much easier to like see like people accomplishing and doing so much more and better than yourself, especially on social media. It is easy to spot these people. But like I said, you are not that person. You're not him or her. And you are not, like, you know, you're not the same as that person. You don't have the same ability, and like, you know, experience you have is different from that person. And like, you know, an environment you are in is different from that person. Like, you know, everything is different, so why would you even compare yourself to that person? And I know we naturally, our brain, or we're used to do it, we are very used to do it, but no need. If that motivates you, then maybe you can do it to a certain extent. But if that it's gonna make you feel inferior, or like, you know, you're not good enough, or like, you know, if that evokes these kinds of like negative emotions to you, then stop it immediately. No need to compare yourself to anyone. Like, I can say this all day, I can talk about this all day, because comparison, to me, comparison was something that did dirty to me, to my life. Does that make sense? That is not to say comparison itself is bad, but my perspective on that, and my perception, or my perspective and perception was bad. So when I did a comparison, it turns out like it works in a bad way. I know it's so vague and I can't specify that, but I didn't have good perspective on that. So I always use comparison to feel inferior or feel unworthy, like, you know, these like negative emotions. So yeah, no need to compare yourself to anyone. I don't know why I got this example in my head, but like, you know, turtle and rabbit, like who is faster? Like there's tail or something, I don't know, but yeah, rabbit or turtle, like, you know, rabbit or tail, rabbit or turtle. You know, if you compare rabbit to turtle, like who is faster? Like obviously rabbit is faster, because, you know, turtle are not used to or are not evolved to, like, you know, move faster, move really really fast on the ground. So, you know, rabbits are, like, you know, designed, or their body is like evolved to run faster. So I know this example is very extreme, but it's like that. Like, you know, and you're the turtle, I am the turtle, and the person I used to compare myself to is a rabbit. And the rabbit, like, you know, as you, like, you know, I can't run fast as that rabbit because my body is built differently. I can run fast in water maybe, but not on the ground. And, like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, obviously it's totally different. Uh, you know, this is very extreme, I know, and we are all Homo sapiens, same Homo sapiens, but our brains are different, environments are different, environment is different, you know, experiences you have and that person had is different, are different, everything is different. So why would you compare yourself to anyone? It's not fair comparison at all. So yeah, I don't know why I'm talking about it, but, like, you know, maybe someone needs to hear this. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Please, please stop comparing yourself to someone if that is making you feel negatively. Yeah, and I genuinely hope you have wonderful, mystical, awesome, oh my gosh, magical, wonderful, miraculous day, morning, night, bedtime, lunchtime, weekend, weekdays, whenever you are watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and I love you so much, and I will talk to you very soon.